Hi, Monica. This is Christina. This is a video that I was mentioning about in the group, offering some suggestions on how to improve your online presence and your SEO audit. So I did a little bit of research. I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. Now, as we know, any consumer, actually, let me go this one here. Any consumer, if they're looking for a product or a service, they go to Google and they type in a keyword within that search bar there. And for example, your future consumer is going to be typing in like handmade artisan soaps or handmade soaps. Now, I'm sure you don't live near me, but well, you may, I don't know. But I live near the Pittsburgh area. And whenever we see a location at the end of that, that's what we call a buyer intent keyword. Now, that tells us that that's a local consumer looking for a local business or a local product, right? So, and I know, honestly, I'm not really sure. Now, I was looking at your website. I don't know what your local area is. And I know a lot of businesses now, they just focus like nationwide. They just do social media presence and they don't really focus on Google. But for what I do, that's what I primarily do. I don't do so much as like social media advertising or ads and things like that. Because what I do is I really focus on the local consumers. Now, even if you live in a small town area, you can market your website and your Google business profile, which I'll touch about here in a little bit, to those higher populated areas because people use Google all the time, like handmade soaps near me, or handmade soaps, or handmade artisan soaps. And then you could have your website to be targeted to come up within the search results for your local area. And even if you just do online sales, you don't have a brick and mortar shop like this person right here, they just do online sales because there's no address listed, see, right? But they come up within the search results. And I guarantee because they're listed here, this is a Google map pack, by the way. And typically you'll see this like if you use Google Maps to search anything like coffee shop near me, or anything within the Google search results, any business or product you're looking for, to be in this section right here, they're going to get the most visibility, the most clicks, and essentially the most leads, right? Really important to be listed here. And if you don't have a Google business profile, I'll definitely recommend getting one so that that'll start your online presence with Google. And even if you don't sell out of your home, you can have your list, your address, but just don't have it shown. Like you don't want it visible. And then it'll have whether or not what type of business you are. You can say you do, I think this one they have it where they just do deliveries, which of course it's online sales, right? Yeah, see delivery. Um, and then also too, as you can see, like areas that you serve, you can put those higher populated areas that are near you. And the higher populated areas, that's where you're going to get more visibility, more customer outreach, right? And then you make sure you have your hours listed, your business phone number, email address, website URL, right? And you want to do weekly posts where you have photos and you want to geotag them to the area that you're targeting, right? So I don't know how far you are to like a nearby city, but I think Google, you can do it within like 50 miles or something like that. But that would be my recommendation. Start with that, okay? And that'll help get you in the Google search results for this area because this is the most important area right here. Now, this section down here, this is what we call organic listings. Now, these are websites that meet Google's requirement of having 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on their homepage. And what drives the content are the keywords like we see here, like handmade, handcrafted, Pittsburgh, right? Soaps. That's a very local, but Pittsburgh artisan soaps, right? So having those keywords on your homepage, Google indexes those keywords and you come up within the search results. And even as you see here, if you have an Etsy shop, which I hope that you do because you do handcrafted soaps, set one up. And then within the business description, have those keywords, as you can see here, Pittsburgh, handcrafted soap, right? So you can have a nearby city, be within that business description and then handcrafted soap or artisan soap, right? So that you're able to come up in the search results. And as you can see here, they're coming up, their Facebook page is coming up for the search result as well because they have that within the area. So that would be my recommendation is to, and I'll show you, bring up your website here in a little bit, get content on there, have the keywords on there. You want it about 15 times on your homepage so that you're able to get indexed for those areas. And that really helps broaden your customer outreach Now, let me show you here. So, like, obviously, this is your website. Absolutely beautiful, by the way. I love your photos. I love this section right here, gift cards and everything. But the only thing I couldn't find was like your local area. So let me just check here on your Facebook page. Okay, and I still not, let me see, like you're about, oh, maybe because, okay, I'm going to have to go, because this, I'm doing incognito, so that it helps me whenever I do my research. Okay, let me see here. Okay, so this is your, okay, you're about, right? So you don't have your local area or any nearby city within anything of this. So I would definitely recommend getting that on there so that you can get indexed for that keyword when people are searching, okay? All right, let me go here. Okay, going back to your site. So yeah, definitely get some content on there. I mean, pictures are absolutely beautiful, but Google likes content, and get keywords for like your local area so that you're able to come up in the search result. And I'll show you the power of some of the keywords that have a lot of traffic. Like a lot of people are searching for that keyword. And if you're able to come up in that search result, that brings traffic to your website. Same thing again, like we talked about in Etsy shop, okay? So definitely recommend doing that. Let me just see. Oh, you're in North Carolina. There you are. Okay. So let me look. Statesville, North Carolina. Okay. So let's do handmade soaps, North Carolina. I'm just curious to see if you're going to be popping up. So as you can see here, that person right there, I mean, that's wholesale, but that's manufactured. I can guarantee he probably makes soaps like you do, but he does it from his home. He doesn't have a brick or mortar, and he's in that top listing there. So I just want to see here if you're okay. I don't see it. Now let me just put in, was it Statesville? Okay, and I'm not seeing you. So, and as you can see how Facebook brings it up. So definitely get your local area in your about section of your Facebook page. Get more content on, now I don't know the population of Statesville. Let me just look here to see where you're close to. So, Greensboro, Charlotte. Um, so, well, even your area, I don't, maybe you live in a pretty decent populated area. Um, but that's what I would do is that so like your homepage, again, get more content, get the keywords on there like homemade soap, Statesville, North Carolina, or artisan soaps, North Carolina, right? And I can help you with some of the ones that are more have more traffic volumes that you're able to come up in the search results. But that'll help get your website on the map, right? For Google search results for the listings. Um, now let me show you here. So this is the background of your website, right? So this tells me like there's no data going on to your site because you don't have keywords on it, right? So your Google doesn't really know where to place your site. And so you're not getting any traffic, right? Now this is a paid program I pay for every month. It helps me with my research and my website audits. Now let me show you. Now when I did a search, I think I did a search for, oh, I'm all over the place here. Sorry about that. Like artisan handmade soap. Now, these are websites that just came up. Now, these guys right here, I just happened to click on them. I was just curious to see what their website looked like, what kind of information that they had. Now, they do offer a lot of products, but we're just focusing on the artisan soap, right? And as you can see, they have some content. They have their soaps. I'm sure if you click on it, they'll have the description of their soaps. But um, they have that keyword that we're looking for, right? Now, let me show you here. This is the behind the scenes of their website. This is the amount of people that's reaching out to them every month. So they're clicking on their website, right? And what's driving them is the keywords that they have within it. So as we see here, that handmade artisan soap, right? They're in the fifth position there. There's about 90 people searching that keyword every month. But look at that, artisan soaps. 300 people searching for that keyword every month. And they're in the eighth position, right? So they're getting a good chunk of the people that are searching for these keywords. They're getting a lot of that traffic to their site because they're coming up in the search results. And so that's why some of them are more have higher traffic than others. As we see here, look, see soap artisan, 40 people look at that keyword every month versus 300, right? So that's why it's really important to get certain keywords on your site that have that higher traffic volume. Okay. Now let me show you another site here. This one came up within the search result when I looked up, I think Artisan soaps. It came up, just general, not a local one. Now again, they do have a lot of products, but we're just looking at the Artisan soaps. Okay. Now, taking a look at what's going on behind the scenes, as you can see, they get about 60 people reaching out to them every month, just finding them in the Google search results. Because, see how we were looking at Artisan Soaps earlier for that other company? Again, 300 people, they're in the ninth position. So a little bit lower. So that's why they're not getting as much traffic volume. But look at this. By just changing the variation of it, 700 people are searching that keyword and they're in the 11th position. So getting that keyword on your homepage more, again, probably no more than 15 times. I think the other ones that I looked at, they only had like a handful. But getting that on your homepage so you're able to get indexed for that keyword will really help improve your online presence. So I hope you find this video helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Take care.